Hello, I'm Pastor Eric Schaefer. Pilgrims from around the world have visited Jerusalem for centuries, since the area includes some of the holiest sites for Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, as well as the Baha'i faith. For Christians, the focus of visits to Jerusalem has often been the Via Dolorosa, literally the way of sorrow, tracing Jesus' last days before his crucifixion and death. A route which stretches from the Hall of Pilate part of the Roman fortress of Antonio, now part of the Ecce Homo convent, where Jesus was condemned, to Golgotha, Calvary, where he was executed and buried, now both under the roof of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Over time, certain points or stations became associated with civic events recounted or implied in the Gospels. Pilgrims use these stations for prayer and meditation. They continue to be popular year-round in Jerusalem, but of course are most crowded during Holy Week, and especially on Good Friday. Some pilgrims even carry wooden crosses, large and small, as they visit these sites. Eventually, these points evolved into 14 individual stations of the cross, points for prayer and meditation, with some even including small chapels for prayer. During this video series, we will visit each of the stations and hear the biblical text associated with them. If you are a Roman Catholic or Orthodox background, the Stations of the Cross are most likely pretty familiar. Most Roman Catholic churches include the Stations of the Cross somewhere in their architecture. In some churches, there are as few as 8 stations, focusing on 8 specific gospel events. And in some, as many as 15, adding a final station for Jesus' resurrection. Personally, I find the Stations of the Cross helpful in my own personal prayer and meditation. By focusing on the specific events of Jesus' final days before his death on the cross, we can find help for the painful parts of our own lives when we too are in the valley of the shadow of death, to quote the 23rd Psalm. By focusing on the darkness of Jesus' last days, I believe we can more appreciate Jesus' resurrection on Easter and the light that Jesus can continue to bring into our lives and the lives of others, no matter how dark the journey. So, let's take a walk, a journey if you will, along the Via Dolorosa in Jerusalem, the Stations of the Cross.